Yes, yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Liverpool podcast, Barbados edition with Bayesian Reds TV. And we're here discussing Liverpool's embarrassing shock exit in the FA Cup fourth round to 24th place Plymouth. Plymouth, who are rock bottom of the championship. And I think this is the first show we've done where it's coming off a United win and then Liverpool lost. I can't remember. You know what I'm saying? I really can't remember. So obviously, I know the vast majority of the questions are going to be about Liverpool's loss to Plymouth in the FA Cup, like I stated. But before I continue, run up the likes on the video. Make sure when you enter the city of sarcasm, pay the tax, which is just hit the like button, subscribe. So run up the likes. Hit the subscribe button as well. Make sure you share across all the socials at That's Me Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV on Twitter and Instagram. And just as important as that, make sure you subscribe to Bayesian Reds TV as well. The link's already in the title. Click the link, open up a new tab. Because you're going to want to be over there this week, people. Because I know they're going to have plenty to say beyond this as well. The Barnes, Pops, and the rest of the Bayesian Reds TV gang. But let me introduce one of the OGs in the cut. Barnes is here. Yes, Barnes, what are you telling me, man? It was good.
I'm good, man. You?
Yeah, I'm blessed. What's going on? You good? I'm good, man. No complaints. No complaints, man. I'm all good. I'm all good.
You see the shirt?
No, let's say a rascal. Love that. That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite slurs, man. I love that, man. You know what I'm saying? That shirt's fire, you know. I got rascal on the shirt, you know. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Oh, Jesus. For real. Love
if no one in the chat don't know where Biggie Smalls got it from, a Bajan, because that's a Bajan word.
It's big saying, yeah. Reminds me of my nana so much. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. She always used to say that when she was cursing. For real. For real, she was. Big up Warrior G. Big up OG James in the chat as well. Big up to Warrior J. He's put some of Slot's comments in the chat also. But yeah, there's only one place to start, man, Barnes. The Plymouth game. Thoughts? Talk to us. What happened? I didn't watch the game, so I don't know. Obviously, I've only seen the highlights.
Where do I start? All right. I can start this list. Mm-hmm. Disappointed? Yes. Mm-hmm. Does it derail our season? No. We're in a Carabao Cup final. Mm-hmm. We in front for the league. We'll win that. Yeah. We still got Champions League to go after. I think we can be real tough to beat in the Champions League. Mm-hmm. To be fair, in this game, played a lot of the youngsters, a lot of the second string players, fringe players who think that they could start for the club. But in this game, clearly shows you ain't ready to start for the club. There's a reason why Mr. Locke don't play you often. Mm-hmm. There's a reason why he don't trust some of you, man. The game was horrendous, bro. There's two players in this entire squad that started today that could hold the hands up and the head high. Mm-hmm. That is Kelleher and Endo. Mm-hmm. Everybody else was dog doo-doo. When I tell you dog doo-doo, bro, dog doo. Shameful for Joe Gomez getting injured, had to come off because if Joey G was still in this game, I think it could be a different result. But a lot of players did not show up. Yeah. I don't know if the manager wanted to take this game or this cup seriously, because now that we're out of it, we actually get a rest on the weekend of March 1st. All weekend after playing 5 Premier League games in 15 days, which is a lot. Yeah. For me, that is way more important. But kudos to Plymouth. They played well defensively. They got a penalty, which was a penalty. I don't want to hear anyone saying anything different. It was a penalty. I don't know if Harvey Elliott was in the locker room prior to the game listening to House of Pain jump around, but he hands up in the air. And he just didn't care. And he flipping well got the penalty. Rightful call. Don't know what his hands doing up there, but they were up there. But the youngsters didn't have a good game. McConnell didn't have a good game. He was playing outside the position. Kwanzaa was absolutely horrendous in defense. Was not good at all. The youngster came on when Joel Gomez got injured, did not fare well either. Costas Macias had an opportunity to gain more faith from the manager and having him playing and rivaling Robbo for that left back position.
Yeah.
He was utter trash, and he dropped the ball, and that's squarely on him. Robertson's the number one starter for me and should be the first option each and every time. Because I can be honest with you, Flawless, if Robbo played this game, he was not putting in that performance that cost us.
A better performance. Yeah.
Horrible. Endo did well in the 6. He's the only one that could hold his head with Kelleher, as I said earlier. Let we get on to Harvey Elliott.
Yeah, you mentioned he's the one player you mentioned in the chat. He's the one player.
There's another one. There's 2 more I can get into right now.
Yeah, of course.
Harvey Elliott. I've been saying this here for weeks now. Flawless. He had the opportunity, as he's been given opportunities to get playing time, to show the manager his worth, that he should be in a squad rotation and helping out, getting starts and helping out in the 10. The last few games, Harvey has been absolutely trash. Horrible. The game against PSV in Champions League, he was a ghost. He was a duppy. He may as well have been 6 foot under B because he didn't show up whatsoever. Then he come into this game, can't hold a ball, can't make a pass. He tried to do lazy defending. He didn't create anything. He gave up the penalty. He just didn't care, in my opinion. His effort in this game, and you guys in the chat have heard me say this before, and I went in on one of our players after the United game when I talked about effort. Yeah. He had 0 effort in this game, and it showed. And brother, I don't think you see the pitch again for a long time, to be honest with you, because you ain't gonna take Curtis Jones out as an option. You're definitely in dismantling Szoboszlai as a starting 10. You didn't do yourself no justice, and that is squarely on you. And then you had the nerve to say at the end of the transfer window, "This is your club. You ain't going nowhere." Reality check, bro. I just don't think that you can be here after the summer. That's the truth. Because in my opinion, you get bullied off the ball so easily. You need to go in. You need to go down to Africa, eat some ground provisions. You need to hit the gym twice a day and bulk up and get some strength. Because right now, my man, or you need to eat some spinach like Popeye and start doing the Popeye the Sailor Man and get some sort of immaculate strength right now to conduct yourself, because you're horrible. You're not it. You are not it. Maybe for another Premier League side, not for Liverpool. You're not it. You're not a squad player for me. You're not.
Well, you're not even a squad player. Is that where you're at? It's like he's not even a squad player.
I've seen he has had a horrendous season, and he's not doing any justice to himself. None whatsoever. And I need to have rotational players. You slot one in, you put another one in, and you don't see any fall off. Outside of the 11 and some of the guys that comes off the bench, Curtis Jones and so forth, I don't trust any of these guys. I don't trust them, period. And to me, they can't do the job. And if you could put in a shift like this today against a team that is the bottom of the barrel, you're scraping the barrel in the championship, and you can't batter them, shameful. That is a problem. That is a serious problem. Then we get into Chiesa.
Yeah, because Chiesa started. Yeah, Chiesa started.
I now understand why you've been a healthy player on the bench and you don't see no play time. You was horrendous today. You couldn't make a touch. You couldn't control the ball. You were giving up the ball. You had 10 take-on attempts and you won one of them. That is horrible. You couldn't cross the ball into the box in dangerous areas for a target man. You did nothing. Now I understand why Mr. Locke is being very selective on when he play you. I know he's a baller. Trust me. I know he could play. Look at their 66% pass accuracy, 13 duels lost, 29 times he lost possession.
The ball, 1 out of 10 successful dribbles. Damn.
Horrible flawless.
Yeah, 1 out of 10. Yeah, that's
against a team that is 24th in the championship, and this is what you're doing.
The championship, they bottom the championship.
Look, I trust Mr. Locke. There's a reason why you don't play him. There's a reason why he don't play him, because either he is just not ready and on it. He still needs a lot more time from that horrendous injury that he had, and he's just not back in shape yet. Maybe you need to work on a little bit of a diet because you look a little pudgy out there. You shouldn't. Stop eating the spaghetti and meatballs. Get us a salad and some grilled chicken. Ask the kitchen staff to sort you out. But bro, he was horrendous. No. The next man, Luis Diaz, the Colombian. Brother, you look like a League One player today, and it was horrible. You couldn't do nothing against Plymouth. Nothing. You offered nothing. You were scared out of your boots to take on a man to dribble past a player. And we've seen Diaz cook guys. Kyle Walker got thrown to the floor last year from Luis Diaz. So we know he has the quality. He was dog doo-doo today again, bro. As our ratings is for on the channel, he was a duppy. He was a ghost. If people don't know, non-existent. Big up Ziad for the raid.
Shout out Ziad every time for the raid. Everyone who's joined over from the raid, please make sure you hit the like button on the way in, man. Pay the toll as you enter the city of sarcasm. Run up the likes. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe to Beijing Reds TV. Links in the title, people. Click the link in the title. Subscribe to Beijing Reds TV and keep all your questions United or Liverpool related. Please go on. Carry on, buds.
Lucho, brother, your dad's been talking a whole bunch of rubbish all the time. You want to move to Barcelona. I honestly feel this is it for him at the end of this season, and he gone. There is some players in this team that I know Mr. Locke is going to move in the summer. There is some players that I know he's going to get rid of. Luis Diaz, I feel, is one of them because he's not starting over Cody Gakpo ever. With the output that Gakpo doing this season, and how he is playing, you cannot take him out. He is now taking your left wing spot, and you can never get it back. Period. You gotta play a false nine. That is where you're gonna get your playing time, because you ain't gonna play on the left unless he rotating for a different game and have Gakpo resting and have Lucho start. But he's been bad too, flawless. Jota, I can give him a bit of a blight. He coming off of an injury. But to be fair, he ain't had no service really. If you ain't got no service as a striker in the box, you ain't doing nothing with the ball. That's just the way it is. Period. Nunez came on, same thing.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about this.
No real service to him. I mean, you can't score a goal if you ain't getting the service. And it's Trey, the youngster, horrible game, but he's a kid. I ain't gonna go into him too much. He's 17 years old. I understand you had a bad game at the office. I know you have quality. I watched you live in Philadelphia in the preseason, this off season in the summer. You got skills. You're good. You got quality. Just had a bad day at the office. I get it. The other guys that should be doing better, that is regular first team players. There is zero excuse for the performance today. Zero. That is Costas, that is Harvey, that is Lucho, that is Chiesa. They all were horrendous today. Horrendous. Bad day at the office. A lot of the fan base freaking out, saying, complaining about, oh, we ain't gonna sign ins of this. You can't sign no one right now. So why talk about signings? Period. You gotta wait till the summer. Enjoy what's happening right now. We're still top of the league. We're still in the Carabao final. We still got the Champions League that we're running for. Enjoy the ride. I wanted to win all 4. And y'all heard me saying quad. No, no, realistically, but you also hear me say I am going to say a quad until we can't win the quad. And no, we can't win the quad. So there's no more quad out my mouth, period. But we can still win 3 trophies.
Yeah,
we can still win 3 trophies.
Big up to everyone in the chat. Don't worry, Warrior J. I've started some of your questions as well. And these are Slot's comments. This is Slot on whether he had any regrets about his team selection. No, because you never know what will happen if we would have played our starters over here. I think we've seen during the season, we've seen this a few times already, that it's a game plan, a playing style, which is difficult for our starters, but also for the ones that play today. So constantly long balls, second balls, long balls, second balls. It's difficult for every team. We had it with Manchester United at home, for example, as well. They had a similar playing style, going to a very low block, then kick every ball long, and then we played with our starters. I think today showed why we played the ones we played today, because these players need game rhythm as well. For them to be ready in the upcoming months, they need game time. And you saw today that some of these players really need game time, need games like this to be ready for the last 3 months of this season. Thoughts? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's all. That's the quote.
Scott's being a politician. He's saying the right things, but I know deep down in his mind, he knows who he giving run to and who he could trust and the ones that he can't trust. Tsimikas will get run because he's the backup to Robbo, so that's a given. But Harvey Elliott, bro, I telling you, Flawless, I will be surprised he sees any significant game time moving forward. He may get 5 minutes. Maybe confidently winning the game, he may get 5 minutes. He may get 10 minutes. But starting, you'll never see him start for the rest of the season.
Damn. I hear that. I fully hear what you're saying there. Yeah, and Warrior J kind of ties into what you've already spoke about, but it says, did that game show which players don't fit the Slot system to you?
100%. 100%.
Oh, that's fair.
One thing I would say is that I could see that Slot is starting to trust Endo a lot more now. In the beginning of the season, he didn't trust him. Every time he's called on his number to play in the game, Endo has stepped up. He put him in center back, he bossed it. He put him in defensive midfield, he bossed it. At one point in time, he had him playing right back for spells in the game, and he bossed it. So Endo is a professional, and you know when he comes in, he's going to give you his all every single time.
Yes, just starting over questions as well. Bigger Warrior J says, from the 3 senior attackers, Diaz, Jota, and Nunes, one of them has to play against Everton. Which one would you start? So I'm guessing
Darwin.
You going Nunes?
I started Darwin in that game.
Okay.
Just because we know how Everton's going to play. It's going to be an aggressive game. They're going to play very aggressive. They probably will play Moisey probably will play a low block and then look to hit us on the counter. You need that guy that will be able to run behind the defenders for long balls to get behind the mid block. So Nunes to me fits perfectly well. I would normally start Jota before Nunes, but Jota's still coming off of injury, and I'm fully 100% convinced that he is ready to start full game at that level, at that intensity. I scared for him to get injured again, bro. He like cotton wool, bro. He's so soft, bro. You blow on him, he's get injury. Great goods.
So you going down with Nunes for that?
Yeah.
Has this changed your thought process going into the Everton game in regards to, or you think it's just a blip and you're going to bounce back?
Yeah, it's a blip. I think we come out very, very strong against Everton, and I think we handle Everton on Wednesday, to be honest. And that will put us 9 points ahead of Arsenal with the same amount of games. And I want to see that fan base going to melt down even more.
Yeah. Nah, fast. Right up. Let's see what else you lot are saying in the chat as well. Ryan saying Everton's an emotional game. No way I'm throwing an emotional loose cannon into that game. You might actually
last game at Goodison too.
You start with I would start. Would I start Nunes I would start Nunes. I think it's the perfect game for him still, to be honest. I would start him. I think you have to match their grit and match their aggression And that's one thing Darwin Núñez is good at. And just from I'm not neutral, 'cause I want Everton to win, but from a spectator point of view, I want Núñez in that game because you never know what's going to happen. I was
Oh,
talking
100%. You know he's going to give full-on effort. He's going to trap back defensively. He's going to clear balls coming into the box from corners and set pieces, which he did brilliantly the game before this one. Every ball that came in the box against the Spurs, he cleared all of them, every single one of them. Núñez cleared them from out the box, gone. And then he's got ripping speed.
And to Mo Salah, I know you lot rested players. I'm fully aware you lot rested players. But that team still, even when I seen the lineup, was still good enough to beat
Plymouth, of course, bro.
You lot should have beat Plymouth.
Should have beaten Plymouth.
And I bet everyone was confident when they seen the lineup. Yeah, where the only mistake I think Slot made was not having your better players on the bench. That's it.
I agree.
Not Salah and Gakpo on the bench, just in case it's going wrong. Worst case scenario, you're 3-0, 4-0 up, and you don't have to play them. That's all I would say.
I think what would have been better for him to do, the only change I thought that he should have done better from the starting lineups is Bradley should have started at right back in his natural position, and McConnell should have been in midfield instead of Trey. Because we got bossed in the midfield. Our midfield was non-existent. I think that is where the issue was. But I understood why he didn't play Bradley, because I don't think Trent is ready yet to start or even play a game. So he needs Bradley for Everton to start in that game. So I get it while he sat him, because he just played against the Spurs and he played a brilliant game against the Spurs. When you see a man crunch son, the way he got crunched. There was a total eclipse there on Heung-Min's son, bro. The sun disappeared, bro. Conor Bradley took him down. He had him on lockdown, man. He was in a straight jacket, lock up, hands tied up behind his back, legs tied up, the white vest all over him. He couldn't move. He just swiggling like a worm. He couldn't do nothing.
I remember that challenge.
On lockdown.
I do remember that challenge.
You know what I mean? So I get it. I understand why he stopped Bradley. I get it. I think that would have been the only, because McConnell was playing completely out of position and he didn't look comfortable at right back. So it messed up the flow. And then to be fair, when you throw all these new players in together that haven't played together at the same time, it disrupts the flow. It disrupts how they normally would play. And then if people are out of position, it doesn't help either. So it was an uphill battle, although the squad should have beaten Plymouth. I'm not overly angry about it like I normally would be, but I am angry about some players did
performance-wise. Yeah, you're saying performance-wise. Now that makes sense.
Yeah.
That fully makes sense. And Andy's saying, Barnes, can you see a scenario where Chiesa turns it around because I've already lost hope? Already, Andy, you already lost hope. Damn, what are you saying? I think this is his first start, correct? Or did he start?
No, he started against, I think it was PSV, if I'm not mistaken. He started.
All right,
he started in that game too. And he played the full 90 in that game. For this season, Andy, I would say don't put your hopes up on Chiesa. He hasn't been right for a long time. This was a low reward, a high reward, low risk, because we knew his injury record for the amount of money we paid for him. But he's a quality player. We can't discredit Chiesa. I don't think you see the best of Chiesa until next season when he's a squad player.
You see him.
He'll have the summer and all that stuff from Mr. Locke to really learn his system, to intertwine himself with the team, and then you'll really see the quality out of him as a rotational squad player. He won't be an everyday starter, but he'd be a good impact player coming off the bench with quality. But this season, don't expect it, Andy. So don't. There's still a player there, and we all seen it. I mean, he bossed the Euro in 2020. I mean, the boy can play.
Yeah, Chiesa, I thought when I've watched Chiesa, he played very well. It's just the injuries, like you mentioned. But yeah, in the Euros, he was very, very good. Yeah,
one of his legs is smaller than the other one. Flawless.
I did not know that. That's crazy.
Yes, bro. So that leg still gotta strengthen up. One leg is smaller than the other.
Yeah, you got strength. Yeah, you have to strengthen up without doubt. And you lot continue to run up these likes because over 180 of you lot in here. Only at 31 likes, man. Run up
Come
these
on,
likes
people.
way too low, man. Run up the damn
Listen, don't
likes.
make me
What we
start
doing?
saying this word.
Say a asshole. You know what I'm saying? So you lot run up the likes, man. Run up the likes. Get us up to 70 likes. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. And again, subscribe to Sarcasm City TV as well. Hit the notification bell too. And to Mo, who says here, Bayesian Bonds, are you flipping on FSG if Salah, Verge, and Trent all walk for free? Still no news. It's nearly March. It's a good question.
Chicken tikka masala. I've been ripping on FSG for a while. I've been FSG out for a long time now. I think they're I can give them their kudos for what they've done in terms of the financial stability for the club, the training ground, the stands at Anfield being refurbished, the structure of the team and the organization in whole. They've done a phenomenal job. We're not in the red, we operating in the green. Shows that they're smart businessmen. Now, on the footballing pitch and their spending habits or what they do spend or when they do spend or decide to, they've been horrendous. I think they lack ambition. I don't think that they've done a good enough job. They didn't do and give Klopp the players that they should have given him when he needed them at the right times. And now they're doing the same thing for Mr. Locke. Guys, Liverpool has not signed a player since summer of 2023 when we refurbished the midfield. That was the last signing. Last January, we didn't sign anyone. This summer, we signed Chiesa, not counting him. And then this January, we ain't signed nobody again. So 2023. So we've had the same team pretty much for the last 2 seasons with no major people coming in, but we've lost people going out. We still have one of the deepest squads in England, to be honest. Barring that, you look at all the different teams in England, we still have one of the deeper squads compared to everybody else because we've sustained injuries and kept moving. We've seen some teams had injuries and fell off a cliff. So they've done good things, but they've also done a lot of bad things. And I only wish that they had a bit more ambition from an ownership standpoint to do what they should have done over the last few seasons and this season. Pops and myself have been crying for 1 or 2 players, and we're not asking for no big signings. We're asking for guys that can come in that you could slot in or rotate and rest and have the turnover going on, but we just haven't gotten it. And I don't know if Mr. Locke as well is involved, saying he's just a head coach, so he don't make no decisions. If he's telling them, hold off on doing anything, let me assess this whole squad for a whole year, and then I will tell you what I need in January, in the summer, and then we go from there. Because apparently Liverpool already said reports. I'm like Pops. I don't get happy until I see a player hold up a shirt. Yeah, otherwise, that's why you would never see on Beijing Reds. You would never see us do any transfer shows, no speculations. I don't want to waste my time with all of that nonsense. There's a lot more content creators that cover that stuff, and kudos to them. We just decided not to. We don't need to waste our energy with that. I care about football, no.
All the speculation and stuff. They got Pops in the building. Pops, how you doing, OG? You good?
Pops in the dress shirt. He looking sharp.
I know, man. Pops looking sharp and fresh to death, you know. I'm saying, what's going on? Fresh off tour. What are you saying, Pops?
I was visiting, you know. I gotta look the part, man.
Yeah, Pops. Man. Listen.
What's good?
Yeah, his t-shirt, you know what I'm saying? That's his.
I see it.
Yeah, it's fire. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to try. I'm gonna have to get one. I ain't gonna lie. That shit is fire. I'm not gonna lie.
If you don't know,
look at the room.
Ask the question.
You know, was this a drinking? Pops could tell you. Was this a drinking, Pops?
That's the good stuff, man.
You know what this is, Flawless?
Wait, what's in it?
It's just ice, but it's...
Oh, it's ice. Is it Morby?
Yes.
Oh, shit. I need to get some, man. Man loves Morby, man. You know what I'm saying? I love that. You know what I'm saying? I need to talk to my mom and tell her pattern it. I love it. Oh, thank you for reminding me. I've not had Morby in years. Oh, jeez.
From syrup or from bark? Let me see which one you want. All right.
Yeah. The bark. Man, I used to see it when my aunts used to make it or Nana used to make it. I'd be like, what's this? Because it looks like a tree trunk. It's like, yeah, this is the Morby bark. Yeah, I love it. Oh, yeah. I love. Thanks for, you know what? Thank you for reminding me. It's been a minute. I've not had that in years. Yeah, she needs to make some. Yeah, pattern up. I was be telling this woman pattern up and make some Morby, you know. Oh, it's a joke thing. That takes me back. Damn. For those that don't know, try it. You know what I'm saying? If you know somebody who can make Morby, trust me. I just drink that by the gallons. I'm telling you, I love it.
Me too.
It's
Pops, you missed my rant, so it's a good thing.
Yeah. We'll get to it. Yeah, Pops, thoughts on you know what I'm saying? The surprising loss, the shocking. And I want to say your comment on my match reaction made me laugh, man, about the Ponzi scheme FC. That maybe he was like shout to PSFC. I didn't catch it at first, and then it clicked. I was like, yo, this guy a joker. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. But thoughts on the loss to Plymouth.
I appreciate you for appreciating that because I'm just using your words. That's all
you know what I'm saying? I appreciate it, man.
You like to put these labels on me. I repeated what you said. That's all. You referred to your team
because you know what? It made me laugh. You know what? It made in a bad, in not a good space. It put a smile on my face. And when it comes to that, not much happens with Manchester United. That's why. So I appreciate it.
You're welcome, my brother. You're welcome. Yes. Big up Plymouth, man. Big up to them first and foremost. Whenever we look at our teams, we always look at our teams and to be discredit the opposition. So first and foremost, big up them, man. It was men against boys in certain parts of the pitch, and I think that's what pretty much won and lost the game. The 11 that was put out to me was good enough to win. Joey G getting hurt then offsets a significant plan in my mind anyhow, because how I see it, if Joey G stays on with Kwanzaa, you got Endo playing in the 6, you got option to put Endo sort of slide back. You play 3 at the back. That gives you Costas and McConnell inverting into the midfield, and you got overloading in midfield, which should then give you better ball possession and free up Harvey Elliott to be the man that threads the passes through to the front 3. The instant he comes off, all that goes out through the window, and you can see you shuffling the deck, and it looks mad and crazy. But at the end of the day, the excuses, you had a couple of chances, and the issue in football is always this: when you get a chance, you gotta take it. You don't need 100 chances to score a goal. 1 chance, 1 goal, and you go home. At the end of the day, Kwanzaa sticks it in, or McConnell sticks in. His conversation is a different conversation. Harvey had not put his hand in the air, didn't give me a penalty. We probably play into extra time, and you can see the men were cramping up. So we play extra time. We probably beat them in extra time, but I would have still been one. NBA saying it took extra time to beat Plymouth. Come on, man. But big up to Plymouth, though. Respect. This is the FA Cup, and this is what's happened, man. You take your eyes off the ball, or you make too many changes, you can end up with one of these. And we've been there before, and they not pretend. Liverpool in the FA Cup, especially, we've seen this already, man. We've lost to Burnley and Palace, and in the final to Wimbledon. The FA Cup isn't the joyous cup for us. We got 10 League Cups, and I think we got 8, 9 FA Cups, and we've been to the final plenty times and lost.
You not 9 double figures of FA Cups for real?
No, not yet. No.
Very surprised.
We've been to the final. We've been to the final plenty times, but we lost plenty of them too. We probably lost as many as we won.
Now we probably lost as many as we won. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That's just surprised me.
Yeah. So,
but here's a fun fact for the chat. The last time, this is when we moved over from Paisley to the new manager. We lost in the 4th round of the FA Cup to a championship team.
Joe Fagan.
Liverpool won the league, won the Champions League, and won the Carabao. Saying.
Say it right. We won the League Cup, the League
Cup.
So that the
Europa Cup, which now is Champions League.
That was 1984, so they will understand.
Yes, that's Kevin Fagan.
For the young ones that aren't aware that football existed before 1992. That's 1980.
Hey, I live in the bubble I was born in.
That's my responsibility to share some knowledge to the youngsters.
So why you man are here? You know what I'm saying? To help educate myself and others. That's before my time. I talk about from 92 because that's what I remember.
Yeah,
That's what I was
fair enough.
born into. Rather the 80s and 70s is I leave that to people who watch that type of thing. And wait, there's a couple. Anyone who in particular today disappointed you in the performance, Pops? Any of the players out there that you go that, hey, you was shocking today, or you was woeful, or you was not right?
You got a couple of the senior players that you look at and you say, well, this would have been an audition for you. In my mind, anyhow. But if I look at the manager, if I look at the coach, Mr. Locke, his energy on the sideline wasn't where I thought it would be. To me, just looking at him, I didn't see him sort of like really up and fired up and looking annoyed with some of the performances. So maybe he's sort of saying, well, yeah, do what you do. If you win, we win. If we don't, we don't. Maybe. But Harvey Elliott being in the midfield with Trenioni and McConnell, you're looking at him and saying, well, you're the senior man in the midfield here. And you got these three in front of you. You got to figure out a way to put the back to the front and link it. Now, maybe that wasn't the plan, and maybe the plan was to go wide and come over, or whatever the case may be. But obviously, he's the one that gave away the penalty, and probably if you're judging, he might have had one of the worst games across the board. Then you look at the front three and you say to yourself, all right, in a Premiership side, and you write down Jota, you write down Chiesa, and you write down Lucho. That's the starting front three for a lot of teams. A lot.
Yeah. Nice.
So and these are international players as well. So these three of you as internationals can't figure out how to do something. And again, they didn't have a lot of the ball, but when they did get it, they didn't do enough. You got Lucho on the left at points in times, 3-4 men coming to you. You got to be able to find a free man. Your strikers got to make movements for you. You got Jota beating a man and get into the line and crossing it, and nobody in the box. Jota probably had one shot that the keeper tipped over, and that was probably it for him as a striker. And you're saying to yourself, well, as much as we love you as a shotter, you got to get more than one, because you're going to score one from one. No one goes one from one. So if you want to get one, you can. There's no one going one from one. Let me be honest. As good as you are, you're going one from one. You might go one from two, one from three more likely, one from four definitely. That's the sort of numbers you're looking at. But one from one, all right, well, maybe that's a sub. You come on as a sub and you get that one chance and happen to, which he did against Forest or whatever. But as a starter, generally, you need probably more than one chance to score. But there was enough there to do it, and they didn't. That's for them to think about on the trip back home. That's all. There was enough there for them. But you look at Plymouth and you say, you know what? Kudos to you, because big, strong, physical. Don't mess around with it. None of this passing at the back like Southampton to them. No, but at the end of the day, right? You got a big striker up front. Put the ball up there and let the man deal with it. And you know what? Centre backs in the Premiership are not used to a hoof up. So a lot of times you will see in the Prem we concede from what? One ball. One long ball over the top or through the middle. And you're saying yourself, one long ball? Yeah, because
Slot said the same thing as you as well. About you struggling with that. That's mad that you said that. That's how I know you're a true like OG in the game, because Slot said the same thing. It was here about difficult. We've seen a few times already a game plan, a playing style which is difficult for our starters, but for the ones that played today. So constantly long balls, second balls, long balls, second balls is difficult for every team. We had it with Manchester United at home, for example, as well. They had a similar playing style. Crazy.
Yeah.
Go on, carry on.
But you trust your eyes. If you're watching, you've seen it. So I mean, I ain't smarter than anybody else. I'm just watching and seeing. Just telling you what I saw. I saw it before. I saw it again. And as he said, this is the second 11. This is the first 11. So the first 11, if they will struggle with it, your second 11 will struggle for sure. And then you lose your center back. That changes everything again. No excuses. That's just things that happened. But usually in the second half, you see a lot more impetus and some different things. And to me, it felt like second half was almost like the first half. We were content to do much of nothing, really and truly. And then it was, you know what? We got about 15 minutes to go or 20 minutes to go. Let's do this, do that. Throw Nunes, play with a 4-2-4 or whatever. Switch around 3 at the back and start to put the ball into the box and that sort of thing. And it looked a little hairy in between. But you're asking a team that wants to defend. You're asking them to do something that they want to do. Put the ball in the air, all day long. We can come and smash you. We can smash you. Because that's what we like. And they not have wrong with that. What the idea was to put the ball on the carpet and beat them in on the floor. But I think again is me. A lot of players were looking at it and saying, "I ain't about to take that lower tier tackle. Nah, them men tackle different to the Premier League."
You reckon so? Is it aggressive? It's an aggressive.
To me,
okay.
I saw a couple of players playing with that sort of
Harvey Elliott. I even called the name. Harvey Elliott.
Lucho at point too. Lucho at some point. Yeah. Lucho is a man in the Premiership. He beat 3 men easy. You put 3 men in front, Lucho say, "Oh, that what you doing?" A little drop shoulder, a little flip flap, or whatever, a little nutmeg around the world, whatever you want. He gone. In this game, he say, "I see 1 or 2 challenges here. I ain't so sure I want that because more than likely he's starting against Everton. More than likely,
not me,
right? More than likely, but of the 3 of them, any of the 3 of them could play in our start in front. Any of the 3 of them. So again, there's no excuses for the front 3. For me, as bad as service was or whatever, you got to figure out how to deal with it because you know you got youngsters playing behind you, Gravenberch behind you, and McAllister behind you. So you got to figure it out. You would have had to train at some point. Ain't like the man just pick this 11 and say, "Yeah, go and play." You would have had to train to say, "All right, this is what we can do." Something, and you're watching it and saying to yourself, "All right, training only, or you know what? You don't really like this physicality either. A little small, not quite in Gravenberch more, but he's a very skillful player. But big players, these big men that you playing against now, these ain't boys. It don't matter the quality they are. All of us have played sport at whatever level, and it's nice being in the schoolyard playing against 16 and 17-year-olds. And you go on the weekend and play against somebody who's 25, and the man saying, "You think that little boy can do something to me?" And you dribble him once, the man say, "Oh, you're skillful, no problem." The next time you can see, you might be able to put the ball past me, but you ain't going past. He leaving saying on you. Yeah. You know it. You play a lot long enough.
I've been there. I remember going from playing like under 17s, under 18s into men's football. That was the thing I struggled with straight away was the physicality. Then eventually I got used to it and you figure out what to do. But the physicality different. Because you're playing against grown men.
First time you catch an elbow or a shoulder or your belt get wrung and you're saying, "Jesus," that's a different feeling. And in the feeling you want to repeat. And you could see it. To me, that's what it was. There wasn't enough physicality. And we ain't a big physical side either. We're not a nasty team, which we lack a little bit of that. We lack a little gnarl. I mean, you get a little bit from Robbo. Yeah, you get a little bit from Robbo in between. But if you look at the middle, Gravenberch, McAllister, and some boys like in big
they're not aggressive like that. It's Endo who will add that in there.
Endo's that there.
Yeah.
Gum Shield Gorgon, I call him. Bite down with the Gum Shield and hit hard. That's my guy. That's my guy. That Gum Shield Gorgon, man. That's my guy, man. Everybody needs some of that. At some point, you need a man that can put his foot in. You know that too?
Yeah, absolutely. No, you're right. No, you're spot on 110%. Let me get to a couple of these as well because you lot got questions. Continue to run up the likes as well, you lot, man. Continue to run up the likes. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to Bayesian Reds TV as well. And just quickly to this, to Engrave, who says, "Hey, yo, Flawless, you missed the lit stream yesterday. UFC 312 is top 10. I ain't a UFC fan. That's why I wasn't there. But big up to Sheik and the rest of the gang that held it down on the playback. I don't watch UFC. That's why I wasn't there. Like, I popped in and out, like in regards to the stream. But nah, I'm not a UFC guy. But shout out to them because it seems you lot are having a ball over there as well. And wait 1 second, let me get to something. LFC Shankly will stay with you. Pop says, if we're gonna criticize the players, Slot has to be for once. He got the selection totally wrong. Do you agree with this? You think he got the selection totally wrong?
But if the players lose, he loses. He put him 11 out there. That was his 11. Like I said, Gomez going out obviously changes his situation significantly for him because when you look on the bench, automatically you say, well, the bench looks a little thin because it got a lot of youngsters. You got Darwin Núñez, Curtis Jones, and Curtis Jones apparently said he felt something, so he wasn't going to even play. So your one senior change really is Núñez. So what you want is the 11 on the pitch to stay on the pitch. The instant Joey G starts to limp, he's saying himself, "Oh crap, we got to play another youngster now." No, he picked the 20. So all at you, sir. All at you.
What I was saying, Pops, what I was saying is where the error was, and I understand not playing Bradley because he probably will be starting against Everton. Is
Bradley's your first choice right back?
Yeah, McConnell was completely playing out of position at right back, and that if he was playing in the midfield instead of Trey, maybe the midfield wouldn't have been bossed around as much as it was. But Yeah, that was that to me was, but I understand Bradley not playing because he got Everton coming up, to be honest. But I want to hear your thoughts on Chiesa, bro, because he was horrendous, bro. He was.
But if you go back to the start, Barnes, you go to the 11. You got Joey G and Kwanzaa playing in the center.
Yeah.
He broke up. We'll be back.
Pop's gone it. Pop's gone into slow motion mode. So look.
It's cool. We'll be all right. He'll be back in a second. He'll be back in a
Your
second.
internet freezing, Pops.
That's that left.
Yeah, Pop, say that again.
He broke up. If Endo slides back, McConnell gets the invert and he's playing in midfield.
Your internet froze there, Justin.
Yeah, it just froze.
Start over.
Go on, Pop. Say that again.
You heard me?
Yeah, you can hear you now. You're good.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, there he goes.
He's gonna be back shortly, people. Don't worry about that. But as you were saying there, Barnes, in regards to the lineup, what do you think he got wrong in regards to it?
I think McConnell he got wrong at the right back position. I don't think Trey should have started this game. McConnell should have probably been there. He probably could have played one of the other youngsters at right back, who's a natural right back, but not playing a central midfielder in the right back position. So that could have, to me, he got that wrong. Chiesa, I understand. Lucho, I understand. Jota, I understand. Yeah, you didn't know, Pops.
You good?
Sorry.
Continue, because we didn't hear nothing you were saying.
No, sorry. I was saying the original back four would have had McConnell at right back.
Yeah, which he should never have played. He's not a right back.
But I think Mr. Locke sees him as one of these. I can move him around because he moved into centre back at one point as well when Gomez went off and plays that in the centre mid. So I think the original plan would have been for him to invert to join the.
Gone again. Big up Don Seaman.
Your internet moving mad, Pop.
Yeah, Pops, your net's moving crazy. I don't like it. It's good.
Say a little deeper to
got
join
the
back line. So you basically got three centre back.
Yeah, his Pops gone again. Yeah. He'll be back, people. Don't worry about it. Pops will be back, man. I'll buy that. Don't worry about it. Pops will be back. Hey, Dunsey, big up as well, man. Actually, I know you had a question, Dunsey. I don't know if you've gone already. But I think Barnes is expecting him to win everything. Let me see. Did I start your question? Yeah, I think he's asking. Yeah, about if what you lot gonna win this season.
Everything.
It's everything. Yeah, see
everything else that we got to play, we gonna win.
Barnes has been saying that.
Warriors saying your Wi-Fi moving like Liverpool performance today.
Yeah, he's just trying to. No worries, Pops. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. It's all good. It's all good. And quickly as well, before we get back into Liverpool as well, that engraver. Someone said
Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, NFL. Yeah. I even know about that, like that type of. I'm just here for the halftime show. That's what I'm trying to see. I'm here for this fully for the Kendrick Lamar show. That's what I'm here for, man. I want to see this, man.
I know Drake didn't want to see that. That's for sure.
Yeah. Hey, you know that's what you get for calling someone outside. You know what I'm saying? You was begging him to drop. You said this like one of the 48 laws of power: do not offend the wrong person. Offended the wrong person because he thought, I'm just gonna go in there and just Meek Mill Kendrick, and it's like clearly you didn't recognize. Clearly that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? No offend the wrong person. Even I was surprised. I'm like, all right, cool. As that all was going on. For those that don't know, we covered it as it was going on. The Sarcasm City podcast, which I brought back, which we was talking about and things when everything was dropping. And that's what he thought. He thought, I'm just going to Meek Mill him, and it's like it didn't go that way. I was saying the way to win that battle, whoever drops the hit will win the battle. And I actually thought it'd be Drake. That's one thing I thought, he's got over Kendrick. Even though Kendrick's a miles better rapper, I was like, he can make the hit. And Kendrick got one. Anthem. Not like because of Anthem. Yeah, everywhere. Like, and you can tell it really bothers Drake because he's still going on about it now. Still. Right. Now everyone's here for it. But Pop, I think
I live in Canada, but Drake. I can't stand Drake.
He says some skeptical stuff, man. I can't, man. He's done two things, and I'm like, I'm saying the wearing the blackface. When he told Kendrick he raps like he's trying to free the slaves. He's like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Like he's very, very skeptical. I even like him saying nigger. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? And that. Like I'm with Kendrick on that. But even when you say nigger no more, it's very, very sketchy. Like, what do you mean? Like Kendrick rapping like you're trying to free the slaves. I'm like, what does that mean? Like, I'd love someone to ask him that. didn't understand that. Never mind all the previous stuff with, you know, young girls and all them things there. That's a whole different conversation, man.
Yeah, that's a completely different
That's
conversation.
a completely different conversation that Drake fans don't want to have. I didn't know a lot of that stuff because I don't follow Drake like that until like Kendrick was bringing it up and people was like, oh yeah, there's this video and this video and I was like, so, and everyone just let it slide. All right, because he makes good music.
They let a lot of things slide these days, Flawless.
Yeah, if you talented, that's the key. Yeah, that's what it is. You talented, people will look the other way.
Akeem, you're right. Pops is on floor, so that's where it moving like floor.
There you go. Pops, back to you, man. What was you saying? I think we got you back now.
Praying.
Yeah,
Fingers
yeah.
crossed.
We got you back now. We got you back.
Come on, flow. Let me flow.
We got you back now.
Yeah. No, it's just so I'll try it for the last time. And McConnell, like right back to me, was supposed to invert and play in the middle part more and help because he is a little bit more of that bite that you needed in the middle part. While Trey and Harvey are more the silky players. Costas would have been then overlapping on the left, which would have allowed Lucho the opportunity to either go outside or inside, which he did not much of either, to be honest. And then ideally, then what should do is mean you got three attackers to Costas' right once he's on the left in Lucho, in Chiesa, and Jota. And you're saying, all right, either square it back to the penalty spot, or actually not, or that's what it should be. Because they're big and tall, not just clip it into the box. Get to the byline and look for a man, or just get there and swing one over. But I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Big up Plymouth. Well done to you.
Yep.
Hopefully you stay off relegation, or hopefully that's some sort of impetus for them in their season, because they won a couple of games apparently, so they're not, I guess, as bad off as they were before. You see what happened in the drawing it. We'll see what they get.
Yeah, because the draw's tomorrow. Yeah, it's about technically today now. Because there's still games today and tomorrow as well. There's more games like Palace. I think it's Doncaster Palace's one, and then there's another game as well. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Like I was telling Flawless earlier, Pops.
1 second.
Yeah, the being knocked out now, the FA Cup actually gives us rest on the weekend of March 1st because we got 5 Premier League games in the next 15 days before. But we got a lot of Premier League games coming up. So that weekend that they're doing FA Cup, then we get to rest the players before our before our Champions League knockout first leg.
At this point in the season, always every 3 days you're probably gonna be playing a match, to be honest.
Yeah.
Champions League can come back in, international breaks and come back. So
international break will come back.
It can get hectic, yeah. And this is the point in time, to be honest, where you shorten your roster as well. Much like in every other sport, when you get to the sort of business end of the season, you're looking at 21 and 22 anymore. Those players in that number basically saying out. So the likes of McConnell, unfortunately for him, probably won't see any more minutes for your rest of the season.
I don't think Harvey Elliott can see much minutes neither, to be honest.
He hasn't done anything to promote himself. If that was sort of his opportunity, one could argue, and especially with the fact that I keep saying it, he's not the profile of the 10. So he's not a 10 in the mold of Sabozale, so he needed to be better.
Yeah.
But I mean, we could dwell on it, or we could say, you know what, we beat Spurs 4-0. The Eagles just touched down again, so that's 17-0. Now we beat Spurs 4-0 midweek, and we off to the final of the League Cup again. So it is one final this season, waiting for us on the 16th of March. Newcastle, the Geordies, big at Stokely, waiting for us. So
yeah, we got so right now we got Everton this week.
Yep.
On Wednesday. We got Wolves on the weekend.
Yep.
And then on the 19th, which is midweek again, we got Villa.
Yep.
Yeah, and then we got on the weekend, we got City.
Yep.
Whew.
And then midweek, we got Newcastle. And then we got a little bit of break after Newcastle, and then we got Southampton on the
You got Wolves somewhere in there too? Or not?
We played Wolves. Wolves is after Everton.
Oh, coming out here now.
Yeah, so we got Everton Wednesday, we got Wolves on the weekend.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah. And then we
Because
got
the
Villa
fixtures-
City. Yeah, that was telling you, Flores. We got 5 prem games in the span of 15
15
years.
days, yeah.
5.
Like
It's
some
like
good fixtures,
midweek game, weekend game, midweek game, weekend game, midweek game again.
Well, that's what players like, though. Players want to play, not train. So
Yeah,
that's where you make your bread and butter. Go out and play. That's where Mr. Lot earned his keep. Go out and play.
big up to Never a Foul. I know that's Casta in they're laughing. I know that.
I'll never a foul every single time, man. Big up Cass, Daps, the whole Never a Foul gang, and that. Says on that the whole 9, man. Shout out to everyone. Yeah, because you lot play City soon as well. It's a shame you lot. I wanted to watch you lot versus you lot got next week Wednesday. It's Villa, right? But it's the same time as the second leg is
Villa.
City Madrid. Yeah. It's the same day. I was doing the schedule yesterday. I was like, I really got to watch that game. It would be a good one. But big up Never a Foul again. Continue to run up the likes. Hit the subscribe button as well. And yeah, Pops, let me ask you, do you think this affects you lot going into Everton, or you just see it as a blip and you expect you lot to fully bounce back in terms of performance and results?
Yeah. Short answer. 11 against Everton ain't gonna be the 11 I played today. So
no, that's fair.
Put it this way. You have no choice now, because as the coach, you made a decision, and this is where the scrutiny is going to come on him. Because people can say, you know what, you did that for this. Because that's what the story is going to be. Oh, that was sacrificed for this. All right, cool. Now, 11 that you pick, I'll go there and play not the occasion, just the match. Yes, this is the last derby. Yes, it's at Goodison. Yes, they're physical. Whatever. Put the ball on the pitch and play around these men, because they're not good. End of story. Put the ball on the floor and play around them. Do not put it in the air where Branthwaite and Tarkowski and the
don't play their game.
Do not sit like you. Don't do what we did against you lot. Do not do that.
Wait, what did you do against us lot? What did you do against us lot?
Draw.
I'm talking performance-wise. Oh, you just talking about results-wise. Right. Yeah, we just had the game of our lives against you lot. We played better against the bigger sides.
Yeah.
That's what's kept Amorim like.
And you think Everton won't do that? David Moyes doesn't have to do a team talk. There's no team talk required for this. It's them versus us for the last time. Do not let them turn off the lights. Because that's my... You remember what your hashtag was? My hashtag is turn off the lights. We guy not there to turn the lights off. That's me. Turn them off for the last time.
Hashtag why not today? Oh, 1%. Yeah, 1% chance, 99% faith. It works.
Look at Plymouth. Why not today?
Listen, you go ahead and win this FA Cup flawless. Because Liverpool out, Chelsea out, Arsenal out.
Too soon, Barnes. Too soon for you. Look at you. Way too soon, Barnes.
Barnes trying to set me up, you supposed to be my OG, yeah, and you try to set me up like that, talking about winning the FA Cup. Whoa. It looks great on paper. It's
all in your hands, bro. It's all in your hands.
No, it's not. No, Don Robbie, AFT, media sports thing over here.
Remember the name.
No.
SFC.
See, we are Ponzi Scheme FC. It's great.
There you go.
I'm saying Liverpool out, Arsenal out, Chelsea out, Spurs out. Sounds fantastic. City in terrible form. However, relax. You know what I'm saying? It's the same way people would have said 24 hours ago, hey, it's just Plymouth. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. I don't even want to face Plymouth. You lot have given them, like, if we draw Plymouth, I will legit be pissed. Because you lot have gave them the energy where they'll go, hey, we just beat Liverpool. We can beat Manchester United. And we so bad, I'd rather play them at their place than our place. Because we've struggled more at home.
Yeah, you better on the road. Yeah,
so FA Cup, whoa, relax with all that. That's what I'm gonna say. Is United fans who are thinking like that, relax.
You don't
drink the Kool-Aid, man.
All in your hands.
It's all in your hands. We got bigger fish. No, people,
you got bigger
relax.
Tell your man, Cass, and they parading, boy. So do you think Cass wave the flag with Cass?
Hey,
do you think, buddy?
Cass my guy, but I'm not. I'm what's his face? You jumped out the car in Boys in the Hood. What was the name? What was the name of the character in? Hey, if it's City away, I'm gonna try go again. What was the name of the guy? Cuba Gooding Jr.'s character in it was Trey, wasn't it? In Boys in the Hood. When he said, they said let him out the car. I'm not getting in the car with Cass on that one. Nah, let me out. You know what I'm saying? Let me out the car. I'm not with this one. Relax one at a time. it is in our makeup to go and try and scam this FA Cup, because that's what we do. Ponzi scheme FC, as I've been saying, it's like in old school wrestling when there be a triple threat match and someone's laid out and a wrestler would super kick the other one and the other one falls on top of him out cold and gets the pin. That's us. That's what we do, man. Like, we've just been out here scamming Ponzi scheme FC, and lo and behold, we've ended up in the 5th round and everyone's out. How? Ponzi scheme. I'm going to do back again. I'm the only one left in the competition. Who would have thought that? I'm the only one left. I couldn't believe it. And people talking about, oh yeah, win the FA. Whoa. Relax. And to Warrior J, who asked, yes, run me any lower league opposition not named Plymouth. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to see Plymouth now. That Liverpool result has got me shook. I want any non-Premier League side bar Plymouth. I don't know who else is through,
That's
but
the
no
draw
Premier
now.
League side, no Plymouth.
Just
Yeah,
say
we
we
gonna
want
draw
Liverpool. Draw Plymouth. For Plymouth.
Hey, give me mind you Plymouth next round. Watch.
At
Yeah,
Old Trafford.
it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Same way I
Plymouth
did
get a
with
hat full of money at Old Trafford.
Uh-huh.
Let them get some money, man. Go make some money,
Yo,
Plymouth.
Nah, man, let them draw Newcastle or Villa or something like that, man, or City. Yeah, man, Warrior J. I genuinely don't want Plymouth.
All
It's
I
got
can say is
Go on.
you get Plymouth or you beat Plymouth, right? I can be fuming.
No, Barnes. You gotta beat Plymouth.
Nah, man.
Plymouth
we
could
don't
be
have
like
to beat
Southampton.
Plymouth.
You remember the Southampton one? Said to be watching.
And we scraped by them. I'm saying it took Ahmad to do a madness in the past few minutes. It took individual brilliance from a top quality player to get past Southampton, who had won one game all season, hadn't won on the road all season long, and they came to our place and were winning, and deservedly so. I can't even sit here and go, hey, we was unlucky. They was the better side. Granted, they didn't have to do too much, but they was the better side. Move to us. And it's like, right, yeah, so forget all that. Like, no, I ain't trying to see no Premier League sides in the next round. I ain't trying to see Plymouth. Anyone else, cool.
If you get
that's
Villa, can
Would
Rashford
Rashi play?
against
Would he
you?
play in the FA Cup?
No, I don't think.
Nah, right?
Don't think it's in the contract. It's in the contract. He can't. And why would you not put that in the universe? I don't want Villa. They all run for Villa, Bournemouth, Newcastle. Scratch that. They are 3 teams stylistically we match up horrible against. Quality, and they have
Watch
DMP.
Rodgers,
Rodgers, walk through our midfield. Not even run. Walk through our midfield. Just cap. Nah, I ain't trying to see that. They've already moved. Well, they haven't. We've done all right against Villa, but Bournemouth, Newcastle, absolutely no. All that pace and power and directness. Nah. We gave up against Newcastle.
Bully your midfield.
Yeah, he
bro.
did. He did it already. I watched it.
Yeah, he did.
They battered us into submission inside 2 minutes. People forget that though, because we only lost the game 2-0. Because I was seething after that game. I was fuming after that game.
They took the pedal off the gas in the second half, bro. Because they beat you up, lifted you up, tapped you on the shoulder, says it's okay, it's okay, sorry. I beat you up again in the first half.
That's what they did. And we said, nah, we don't want to fight no more, just don't knock us out. Like, let's just lose 2-0. So no Premier League. Yo, we've had we drew Arsenal away in the 3rd round. That was hard. Even Leicester at home. That was unnecessary. Run us some easy draws, man. And Kaz says we're getting Cardiff or Millwall. What? Run us Cardiff or cool. I'm cool with any non-league side not named Plymouth.
You get in Plymouth. Like, make sure
I ain't trying to see Plymouth, yo. Because Plymouth will be up for that game. And now they have, not only are they up for that game because it's Manchester United anyway, they have added impetus because they just beat Liverpool. Yes, makeshift Liverpool, whatever, it's still Liverpool they just beat. That place will be rocking. And they'll go into that with more belief. It's not just the hope thing. Yeah, man. Hopefully Exeter knock out Forest, man. We need as many Premier League sides.
I put in a phone call in tomorrow morning. Man, you Plymouth next round FA Cup.
Oh my God, yo. Oh my God. Anyhow, we get Plymouth, yo. I'm blaming you lot. You lot should have knocked them out. Nah, I'm not good.
You got the offside line, so you ain't got no problems.
I'm not good. Hey, I'm not good. And that's another thing. I'm glad because you brought it up. When people are like, oh, Manchester United are cheaters. How are we cheaters? Because the linesman didn't do his job. What's Maguire supposed to do? Walk up to him and go, hey, I was offside. Blame the linesman. What are we doing?
Linesman was asleep.
What are we doing?
Linesman had some drinks, man.
Bored out of mind, man. Ready to go home, like ready to.
Yeah, he was. He didn't want to.
I want to see them more to say. Like, damn with this. Let me go.
As I was, you know what I'm saying. Granted, we were horrific first half. Falls on the manager, falls on the players. Terrible. Wrong lineup. You playing Hoyland. You playing Dalot. You playing Bruno. you know what you're getting. Adding that, Ahmad was poor, Mado was poor. We got nothing going forward. And they had nothing going forward. They had 3 shots on target in the first half, and one of them was from the actual goal where there was a shot. They got rebounded out, and then obviously Decadova Reed scored. We had 0 shots on target again. So that's 2 first halves in a row where we've had 0 shots on target. Second half, he switched it up. Xerxes got on. Xerxes was very good. Canacho played very well. And we deserved to win the game, and we should have been outside before Maguire scored that goal. But people, was it handball? No, I don't think it was a free kick. Was he offside? Absolutely. Do I care? Absolutely not. It's on the linesman. Now everyone complaining about VAR. Now you see why it's here. Don't want to hear anyone complain about VAR. Don't want to hear no complaints about VAR now, because it's there. So stuff like that doesn't happen. Because how that linesman don't see that, I have no idea. But it was cold. It was a Friday. He was like, I gotta get home. He ain't trying to be there all midnight and all that. He was like, yo, trust me, it's cold, people. It's very cold here. So that's why.
You've lulled the linesman into this false sense of security that VAR exists. So you've said to them not to do things. So now it's in their head. So they're not looking in the manner that they used to be looking, in my opinion, anyway, because you'll see a man 4 or 5 yards offside. He's saying, all right, that's offside, bloody whistle. And he's still, all right, 10 yards of running. You can see the defenders appealing, tracking back, doing this. And then at the end, he puts the flag up and he's saying, well, I understand that you shouldn't put it up for tight ones, but you can see that one. Just flag. To me, that's an easy call. They're standing offside. They were standing offside. And I said, all right, this is interesting. They haven't come back. They were standing offside. Where are you? Where are you? Because if you're looking at that, he's standing offside before the kick.
Literally standing offside. That's the craziest part. Literally standing offside. Literally. I'm just seeing as well, it's FA Cup. Let's see who actually went through. I even actually know. Check this. Let me have a look. FA Cup 4th round. I was looking for the non-league sides. Who went through? Millwall, Preston, Cardiff. Well, shit, too many Premier League sides here, you know. I ain't gonna lie, yo. There's too many. Plymouth, of course. Hey, Doncaster and Exeter. Yeah, there's too many Premier League sides there, man. Seeing Bournemouth and Newcastle and Villa. Why don't you just go draw one of those away or some foolishness, man? Yeah, no luck.
You can get all prem time, man. Don't worry.
Yeah, we are. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's not fair. We had Arsenal away, Leicester at home, and now we got whoever away. What should be fucking Plymouth, man?
Yeah,
but I got a question. I got a question to ask you, Flawless.
Yeah, of course.
Did an Ange say that he always wins the trophy in the second season?
He did state that, yes.
Season and finish, my second season and finish.
But he
factually, he's correct, though, right?
Yeah, factually. He wrote to the Europa League, man.
Factually, he's still correct at this point in time, right now. Speaking of his history, he's correct. He isn't telling lies.
Listen, let's be honest. Spurs ain't winning no Europa League. Let's just be honest with ourselves. They ain't winning the Europa League. So he's going trophyless. Hey, you know what he said? Sign in for 10 more years.
Yeah, the Spurs lot are not happy. Obviously, I did the Spurs show before this. Yeah, Jez, Jacob, De Niro. Not happy with Ange, man. Not happy with Ange. X was losing his mind. I don't know if you've seen the clip where he was like, yo, we just conceded. I just changed my timer. I just flicked off my screen, put my timer on, and we conceded my chest. Yeah, Spurs, the start was woeful. I'm like, how are you that open that early? That's what didn't make no sense. So how are you that open that early into the game, knowing what Villa are going to be on? I did all right, and then Son missed the sitter as well. I can't believe he's missed that. Literally looked the goalkeeper in the eyes and put it straight at Martinez. It's like, damn.
But the keeper had a good game against us, and it was major hype. Yeah, Kinski, you know, all of a sudden, man, stock went from the highest height to the lowest low in literally a couple of weeks.
Would it exit something with his hands? I can't remember what he said.
Edward Scissorhands.
Edward Scissorhands. Yeah, that's it.
Shout out to X. Shout out to X every single time. Oh yeah, Warrior J, bad one. It's one of those. It's like, I'm putting that away. 100%. You give me that chance.
You've seen that this season, though. You've seen Son this season do that more often than not. Where you would have said, all right, if you pause it, yeah, keys in, Song and score that. Put the keys on the table. Car keys, house keys, whatever keys on the table. Song and score. He ain't the same anymore, to be honest. And I think he's probably playing more than he should. Because right now you should be cherishing the latter pieces of him and figuring out, how do I get the best of Son, as opposed to stick him on the left wing still and try to do something or whatever.
Yeah, because he played Central tonight, and he was just he just won it. But Spurs were just not. That's a team they got sacked, and that can't continue. That can't continue to lose. I think he's lost. What is it, like 21 or 22 of like 48 of his 48 last match of 48 matches of his last 48? Something crazy.
And
Something mad like that.
Who they got next?
Oh, us?
Oh, they got you next.
Yeah. It's us.
At
their place. Yeah, because they battered us, remember, at our place under the last guy.
Yeah, smashed you up.
Yeah. They did, as did everyone. So yeah, we kind of owe them because we ain't won there in Youngs, but complete mid off. Whoever's gonna win is just some shit. Yeah, the Spurnabout. See, whoever's less shit is gonna win this game. That's what it is. I don't know what. It depends on Amram. Yeah. Because whoever loses is gonna be under
meltdown. Major meltdown after that one, boy. Whoever loses, Jesus.
Fan base in meltdown after we won. You know what I'm saying, like, we won the game, and our fan base was in meltdown. And like, I get again criticism. I was saying this on Saeed's show. I hear the criticism of the manager. I'm critical of the manager. I'm holding him accountable. But when people are hammering him out, I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying 13 league games and you just calling it quits. But you back Ten Hag for 3 years and 400 million. All right, make it make sense. Just say you didn't want the manager in the first.
You were never in then. Yeah, there was never hammering in. That's come on, man. That's a gift.
Yes. That I said that. And someone said, and someone was like, yeah, why? Someone said that to me. How can you say that? Because you weren't. Like, you were never hammering, which is cool if you were never him. That's not a fair opportunity. So if he had played well in these 13 games and won 10, drew 2 and lost 1, is it give him the keys? Is it give him everything if he does that? People are
you'd have still been out. Now you die on the hill. No. But that's what it is. That's what the internet does. You die on the hill. So you make a decision and you die on that hill. So you're just waiting for the opportunity, which is really weird as a fan to say, well, it's like you buy a player. Yeah, Holland is shit. And you just celebrate the fact that he's shit every week. And he's saying, but why would you want to celebrate the man that you bought being shit as opposed to saying, well, yeah, I'm really on board with the signing, but let me see what you can do. Nah, he's shit. And every week he's just crashing on you, man. Okay, cool. But everybody supports how they support. I ain't hear the police. It's just funny when, as you said, you support one thing and because something else comes along, it has to be the polar opposite. So I can't back this one because of that one. Well, yeah,
it is. And to Rastacrap, we Scotty says Flores, you didn't win the game, the opposition game. Nah, we give us our credit. We scammed them. All right. We are Ponzi scheme FC. Rastacrap. Don't disrespect our hustle. Because we've been doing this. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing this, man. We've been doing this on a global scale for about 12 years now. You know what I'm saying? That's why we in this era we still picked up. How many trophies? I think we won 5 trophies in the last 12 years. That's more than most of the clubs.
That's way more than Arsenal.
Hey, that's way more than Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? We've won more in the last 12 months than Arsenal have won in the last 5 years, but that's a whole uncomfortable say 6 years because they ain't gonna win anything without Arteta next season. So that tells you all you need to know. We've been this. Give us our credit, man, for being the professional scammers that we are, man. We are a Ponzi scheme.
You gave Rude a brown envelope before the game. He was like, look, it's close, and then at the end, let's give you that one.
Hey, we gotta get these dubs somehow because the board, you know what I'm saying, have wrote off the season. And I'm just out here experimenting, treating this like his preseason. Yeah, of course, Rastacrap. You know it's all love. Every time I need to get you on the channel. But yeah, like that's where we're at with it. You know what I'm saying? How many was Jamie LOL difference? I say it's Hustle FC, man. Ponzi Scheme FC, Pickpocket FC. We've been scamming people. We've just now been caught. We are now in the jail and we are in the burner still. Because you know what we're going to try and do? Scam the FA Cup, scam the Europa League, and finish like 14th and win the FA Cup. That's the aim. That's what the board are looking at. And I'm tired of it, but that's what we are. But next season, it's got to change. Next season, we need to be a legitimate business. I'm tired of this shit. All this scamming. Not knowing what you're going to get. Go on.
You can go and scam out another trophy, right, this season. Arsenal. Those gooners can still be grumbling because they can't win one.
Yeah, crazy. I said, man, don't let us go scam one of these. We gonna try to do it, man. Hardcore title 24/7 in the attitude era, man. That's it. Just running while everyone's laid out.
Maven sentence. Remember that wrestler, Maven?
That's it, Maven. You know what I'm saying? It's Crash Holly things, you know, when everyone just laid out until someone just pins someone and just runs out with the belt. That's the aim. That's what we do. Little schoolboy roll up. You know what I'm saying? Roll someone up from behind and run out the ring. Like, this is it. This is what we've been, because our board don't care. They wrote off the season.
Don't be clown settings.
Yeah, doing all that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, how's such and such champion? Oh yeah, he won it last week. How? And you see it, you're just like, oh, it's some fugazi business. 10 wrestlers in the ring, and somehow he got the pin and ran out. Yeah, man. Eddie Guerrero, man, lying, cheating, stealing. That's what we are, man.
Hey,
That's
yo.
what we are lying, cheating, stealing. That's us. Oh Lord, it's Warrior J. Because our board, like they shown themselves in this window. If they were serious, then we would have known. You've seen what City did. You've seen what Villa done. They're two teams who are trying to push on this season. Now, whether their signings work or not is a whole different conversation. But the intent is there. City went and spent 200 million. Villa didn't spend big money, but they brought. You don't bring in Rashford and Asensio. I think they brought in Disasi and they brought in someone else as well. Like that's intent. But hey, we'll see what's what. Well, big up to everyone that's locked in. Continue to run up the likes. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to Beijing Reds TV. Link is in the title as well, people. Link is in the title. We'll go to Euban's scoreline prediction for the Merseyside derby. First and foremost.
2-0 Liverpool.
This guy, this Warrior J guy. Big up Warrior J. Yeah, you seen that comment too, Pops. Go on, scoreline prediction for the Merseyside derby.
I'll take 2-0, you know. I will take a 2-0.
You're saying 2-0 Paul. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So staying with you, Pops, obviously you play on Sunday as well. Wolves at home.
No. Wait.
What?
United Tottenham.
Yeah, we're going to get to it. United Tottenham is after Liverpool Wolves. Like, we the late kickoff. What are we doing? We're going in order of kickoffs. Don't do that. You lot kick off 2 p.m. UK time. We're 4:30 p.m. UK time. You lot play before us. See this. This is crazy work. Hey, Warrior J, that's your fault, man. I might have got away with it. This is your fault. Just put the business on Front Street, man. On Front Street. What you say? What you saying, Barnes? Yeah. Wolves at home.
3-0.
3-0. Okay.
2 straight clean sheets for Ali. Come on, Ali. Golden glove.
Bounce
there we
back.
go.
What are you saying, Pops?
The agenda, Barnes. I like the agenda. Yeah, let me see. Wolves, Everton. One of the two of these I feel can get hurt, you know. I feel one of the two of these here can get hurt.
You think so?
Yeah.
What makes you say that?
I know. I feel we can have a reaction as a team.
So you reckon one of these teams is getting put to the sword?
Yeah, I feel one or two of these here can get a lash.
Come on.
I would take a comfortable 2-0 on both games. You know me, 2-0 both wins. Ali clean sheet, but I got a feeling that there might be something in there.
All right, cool.
Yeah, Mahomes basically being that way.
You see, Warrior J. Yeah, I've got this on as well. So yeah, Scott. We got Spurs away. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know if I'm just needs to pattern up with these lineups, man. Because we bad and Spurs are bad. Both gonna score. Fuck. Yeah, 2-1 United. That's what I'm going with. 2-1 United. Yo, I'm man, just pattern up with these lineups, man. Yeah, Warrior J. It's like, yo, all man has to do is just play better lineups. Just don't play certain players, and it's like, all right, cool. Because, yo, I can't defend you on certain things. On certain things, I'm just like, yeah, you're not. That is. Yeah, Onana's not made a mistake in a minute. So, yeah, he's due. You know what I'm saying? In the next couple of games. He's definitely due this month at some point to make a mistake. He's going to score in this game. I think Ahmad will score, whether he's playing wing back or 10. For Spurs suits him. He'll score. And you know what? Ahmad double, I'll go with actually. Oh, Ahmad double. That's what I'll say.
The SFC and Ahmad FC.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we've been Ahmad T. We've been Ahmad FC. He the top guy. You know, when it comes to scam, like he the top seller on the phone. You know what I'm saying? And that he's the top guy. He's the one that keeps it.
He's the wolf. He's the wolf.
Yeah, man. He the guy. He Leonardo DiCaprio and Wolf of Wall Street, man. Yeah,
All
man.
right.
You're a real one, real OG. You know what I'm saying? Actually makes us somewhat of a reputable football team. Shout out to Ahmad. So yeah. Cause I'm just thinking back to the game, the Carabao Cup game that was 4-3 that they won. And I think it'll be just more of that. Obviously, we'll play a quote unquote better side, but say that very loosely. Spurs got hella injuries as well. But knowing them, they'll probably bring someone
up to
back.
12, no? I think it's up to 12.
Yeah, so numbers to 12 or something like that.
Yeah,
So,
I was watching Tapping Toes. I think he said it's 12. 12
yeah,
injuries.
it's crazy because Andrew's talking about it as well.
12.
It is 12 injuries, crazy. It really is. And Andy'd say Madrid City predictions. City are going out. I've been telling Veta this. You're going out. It's a wrap. I know they play the first leg on Wednesday, and then the week after the second leg, they're going out of the competition. Stylistically, they're all wrong from even with Real Madrid's injuries.
Battle of the rivals, according to Big Bad Vader. I'm watching you.
It's rivals, because he's like, we all need to stop Madrid. It's like, who's we? I'm saying that's a you problem. I ain't in the Champions League. We can't let him get more. I'm not in the competition.
Actually, Flawless, I had one for you. I had a paradox for you based on Mr. Lasher. I'm not sure. He left the comment. The paradox is this. So if you were heading to an event and it costs between 85 and 90 to get through the door, and you had $86, right? But as you're running the band, the man said, look, I'm taking $3 off for you today. So now you only got $83. Can you still get into the event?
Nah, you ain't getting into the event. No, prayer. Veta knows, he knows it's over. You know what I'm saying? All his prizes on this Champions League, and then when he goes out and it's a wrap. I've been telling him you're fighting for the FA Cup. Said this. You're with us. Like I've been said this. Same way we fight. I say fighting loosely. We scamming, but we the target's the same thing. We just approaching it from a different way.
Make sure you remind me at the midweek show, because last time I got in late.
I messaged you.
Send me an
It's one second.
I need to keep the gubernatorial man on his toes, man.
Yeah, man. Proper gubernatorial man.
You sent me that message, man.
Yeah, it's Tuesday because they play. Yeah. They play Tuesday, so it'll be Tuesday 11:30 p.m. UK. But I'll message you about it 110% without doubt. For those that don't know, obviously City are playing Madrid at home first leg. So I'll be doing a watch along on the playback. Then I'll be right back here on the YouTube channel with Veta talking about that very game. Hopefully talking about like an Mbappe hat trick or something. I need sheer embarrassment. That's what it is. I need to tie it over before it goes to the Bernabeu. That's what it is. Need it mathematically done. But yeah, Barnes, let them know what you've got coming up on Beijing Reds TV, where they can find you, all that good stuff.
Yeah, you can catch us on Beijing Reds TV on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram, Beijing Reds TV as well. Coming up, we've got Watch Along Wednesday against Everton preview show tomorrow night. Everton preview. Then for the weekend, games on Sunday, so watch along for that. And then we got preview show on Friday night before that. And then we back here again next Sunday and see how Flawless operate at the
Spurred about blood.
Spurred about.
Hey, I'm more interested who we get in the FA Cup. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
It's gonna be Plymouth, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
you can message me a pop.
Yeah, we can send it in the chat. Don't worry.
Plymouth, look where United have got me. That I don't want to face Plymouth. Home or away. Trying to see Plymouth, man. Hey, trying to see Pops. Anything you want to add before we close out?
Plymouth for OT. Let's go.
Anything you want to add, Pops, before we close out? You joke, man.
No, that's it. That's it. Big it to the chat.
Come on, Eagles. Come on, Eagles.
And Warrior J says, when's your show, Flawless? Tomorrow? Tomorrow the show's Man United. Well, today, technically, that'll be 4:30 p.m. UK time. And then the fan calling show be like 10, I would say, 10:30 p.m. UK time /11 p.m. But everything I mentioned is on the upcoming live stream schedule, updated on the YouTube, on the playback. Inter Milan are playing Fiorentina, so I'm gonna do that Serie A watch along. I seen it and I was like, you know what, might as well watch this game and see what Inter Milan versus Fiorentina is saying. Well, so, I'm gonna start I'm gonna start the playback in time for this halftime show. I'm looking at it here right now. So get over to the playback, people, because we're doing an NFL. I would say NFL Super Bowl watch along, but it's a halftime show watch along. Because I might after the show, We just won't play football bingo and leave the NFL people to to watch the NFL. I want to see what Kendrick does. Everyone's eagerly awaiting.
I might have to jump on that too.
Yeah, feel free, man. Feel free. You know, you and Barnes and you and Pops are more than welcome on the playback any single time. You already know.
And I hope my parlay come through. I hope my parlay come through for this Super Bowl.
I hope it does, man. You can buy yourself some more Morby. Thank you for reminding me about that again.
I got a big bottle upstairs, bro. Big bottle.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me, man. For real. Yes, Warrior J, Inter Milan versus Fiorentina. I'm going to do that on the playback tomorrow. I seen it and I was like, there's no Monday game. So I was like, why not? May as well, because it's on there. Watch some Serie A. So yeah, big up. Love to everyone that's locked in. Don't forget this show. All the other shows you see on the YouTube channel, apart from watch-alongs and fan calling shows, are available on all audio platforms. So you can catch Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud. If you're on Spotify, type in Sarcasm City TV. Follow us in 5 stars. You'll find all the shows there. Same with iTunes, Apple Podcasts, because you may not want to use YouTube. Maybe you don't want YouTube using up all your data. Maybe you're working, maybe you're walking, maybe you're driving, whatever the case may be, people. So yeah, Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, and I just mentioned it there. Playback people. www.playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv. We're going to go live in literally 2 minutes, people, for this NFL, the second half of the NFL Super Bowl. But we're there for Kendrick Lamar in the halftime show to see what he actually does, people. We want to see this show, like literally. So big up. Love to everyone that's locked in. We're going to be redirecting to Saeed as well because he's live for the Super Bowl. So put Sarcasm City TV raid in the chat. And again, make sure you subscribe to Beijing Reds TV, people. And this has been the Manchester United Liverpool podcast, Barbados edition, live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in and see you lot on the playback.